The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Bonjour, je m'appelle depressed Canucks fan. I've literally been depressed for like 11 years now. Well, let's talk about it.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey. Welcome to the POSTCAST here on Locked On Canucks. My name is Trevor Beggs. That guy is Kyle Bowen, coming to you from the Don't Doze Art Lab in South Van after a 4-3 Canucks loss. A loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Kyle, how did this happen? The Canucks had the lead in this game. We had a great game from Elias Pettersson, but somehow, some way, despite Adam Foote post-game saying that the Canucks completely controlled this game, the Canucks lose 4-3 to the Montreal Canadiens. Why, Kyle? Why?
Trevor, man. Trevor, man. Sometimes I hate you, man. Because, the people got to know that. You got to know the truth. Trevor made me so addicted to the Canucks again years ago. Right when I got into a relationship, right when I found my girlfriend, I think you got a little jealous and you tried luring me back with the Canucks. And here I am on a Saturday, October 25th, hating my life and thinking about the fact that we just got schooled by the Montreal Canadiens. And to answer your question, like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? It's because Montreal is a way better team than the Vancouver Canucks. And I know for the most part, tonight's game, because of Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes, to be honest, both of those guys were still the best players on the ice for both teams. But again, Montreal is just a deeper team. And, for the latter part of that game, they took control of it and they executed time in and time out on some strong power plays, on some dumb penalties that the Vancouver Canucks took. But again, the team that chose to rebuild after they made the Stanley Cup Finals beat the team that probably should have rebuilded 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, well, 5 years ago, or not, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? They just made things happen. And we're talking about a team whose best player, and I mean this seriously. You might think I'm crazy for saying this, but it's Nick Suzuki. This team makes the Stanley Cup Finals, and they trade their captain for Nick Suzuki. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're moving like that, and they're just a way better team than the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, I honestly didn't feel like they were a way better team tonight. I think Montreal's on a much better trajectory than the Vancouver Canucks, but I don't feel like they're a way better team right now. Like, looking at both these teams, they have one really good line, if you believe in Pettersson and Garland being, up there with kind of one of the better number one lines in the league. And tonight they played like it. Like, the Canucks need more than Garland and Pettersson. That's the problem. But Garland and Pettersson are playing like top liners right now.
Yep.
So I do feel like these teams are similar, right? Obviously, you got the Lane Hudson, Quinn Hughes comparison too. Like, Montreal doesn't have this crazy deep defense, but God, we know the numbers. We know the Canucks have mostly been outplayed. This is one of their better games tonight, but it was the mistakes that cost them in this game. Like, it was a game the Canucks should have won. I think Adam Foote is right about that. And it was the penalty kill, bad penalties at bad times. Ratu, Evander Kane. We'll get to all the players in report cards, but man, oh man, Evander Kane, he's a detriment to this team right now. He has not been good. And then a couple mistakes. I think Lucas Reichel was out there for both the third and fourth goal. I think he left Mike Matheson way too much room on the third goal.
He was sleeping at the airport, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Sleeping at the airport, Kyle. I mean, I did that when I was backpacking, but all I had to do the next day was explore and drink. This guy had to play a freaking hockey game in the NHL. And I know he was standing, with two veteran wingers. I don't want to call them top six wingers. I don't think Kane's a top six player. But, ended up in a good spot in the lineup. Almost gets that break early on, decides to pass. But overall, like, he did slip as the game went on. And he kind of admitted at post-game, like, he was better in the first two periods than he was the last. But look, I think for me, the big takeaway tonight is that.
But Trevor, that's exactly my point. Like, I know Philip Hedl went down. Like, I know we had to replace Hedl with whoever we could get. But, like, even with Hedl, Montreal is deeper than us. And that's the problem.
Their second line center is Oliver Kapanen, Kyle. Do you know who Oliver Kapanen is?
Yeah, but he's playing well. He's been playing well with the but they have
Demidov, yeah,
on their second line, and who he reminds me of is Kaprizov. Like, these wingers can just like make everyone way better. Like, they're just deeper than us.
Yeah.
Like, our second best forward was Philip Hedl, or no, Conor Garland. My bad. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
It's Conor Garland, Brock Besser, Philip Hedl. Like, it's like Nick Suzuki, Caulfield,
Slafkovsky,
Demidov. Like, those guys are just like are all those guys better than Conor Garland?
You would take those guys over Pettersson, Boeser, Garland, and DeBrusk.
Actually, no. The way Pettersson played today, that's when he's at his best. I'm not taking. Maybe I'm taking Demidov.
That group of four, like which group of four are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking the
you might, yeah,
before.
yeah,
So I'm talking, but I'm just saying in general. Like I don't know if any of those 4 players from the Canadiens are better than elite Elias Pettersson. I'll say that.
Ooh, okay, man. Okay.
Elias Pettersson's
he knocked down number 1 center Nick Suzuki, man. Come on.
Elias Pettersson was a treat. That was the best thing that happened today. And if he can continue that, and the Canucks play Thatcher Demko, they're gonna like still find some success. And maybe we should go there with my ramble about Montreal being deeper than us. I don't want to do this, but maybe the Canucks are actually lanking in net because Montreal's backup or whoever this guy is.
Yeah, Dobish. Yeah,
he played better.
Yeah, he's 5-0 this season. Yeah, he's been great.
Playing better than Kevin Lankinen. Archer Shelovs has been playing better than Kevin Lankinen, and we got to talk about it, man, because this team needs goaltending that's going to bail out this team because they can fall asleep defensively for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and their penalty kill is bad, and Derek Warburt's out for weeks, and Teddy Bluger is out for weeks. Even if you can say that Montreal scored a couple of their power play goals off breakdowns, like block shots off the shin, like it's kind of like scrambling, and then a backdoor play kind of opens up. You can't, I don't know how much you can entirely blame that on the penalty kill. That's some lucky stuff that's going on. But at the end of the day, the penalty kill has been leaking goals. So they need goaltending that's going to bail them out. And I'm scared. And I'm kind of desperate too. Like maybe I want to hit more of that Thatcher Demko drug. No, for real. Maybe I want to inject that into my veins because this team needs out of this world goaltending. And Kevin Lankinen is just, it's I can't really blame him entirely because again, empty netters, boom, bam. But at the end of the day, he's not doing what this team needs him to do because we're the Vancouver Canucks and we're not that good.
A little mid right now, Kyle. A little mid, and they're mid with a 4-5 record. Big game against Edmonton tomorrow night, Kyle. Let's break down the game by going through report cards, man, because I think there's a lot of interesting storylines for the Vancouver Canucks tonight, and a lot of variability, man. So let's do it. 5 minutes. 4 report cards.
We'll do it. We're not gonna have a graphic up on the YouTube side because the StreamYard is frozen right now. But, let's just do it nonetheless. Okay. Well, if we're gonna do this, we normally start at the bottom, and we know the goaltending's at the bottom. Kevin Lankinen, I'm giving him a C.
Hey, man, I gotta give him at least a B minus. You know why? 4 goals allowed on 20 shots, man. A little 420 in the stat line. I'm a big fan of that. Right. Okay. Not what you want to see for your goaltender, but it's hard to fault him really for any of the goals. Say maybe the Mike Matheson one, but that was a great shot from the point. 2 backdoor plays on the power play. Like it was interesting. The Canucks penalty kill was very stagnant when they went against that top unit and very aggressive against the second unit, but they were just trying to wait out the Canadiens and cover the backdoor play and not get burned on that. But it didn't work because they got burned on it twice. So I like those goals. I don't think Lankinen could do anything about. Maybe the Matheson one, and then the fourth one by Demidov goes off DPD skate in the net. Like for me, it's really hard to like fault Lankinen on this one. I thought he did come up in some moments in the game.
Oh, come on, man. This team is bleeding. We're so desperate for success this season, and you're gonna let that Mike Matheson shot go in. Like obviously good player, great shot. But when I say this team needs to be bailed out, they need to be bailed out. They're not deep enough. And this defense that they bragged about going into the season that we bragged about because, they were deep and they were coached by Hall of Famer Adam Foote. This team doesn't know how to, like when they start leaking, they cannot stop it. They can't stop it. Now, again, that Matheson play, I'm just breaking it down mentally in my head. Again, Lucas Reichel at the airport sleeping, eating pretzels and stuff. Like nobody's good after eating pretzels. Because pretzels suck. Why am I hating pretzels?
What the hell, man?
I'm mad right now. My bad. Sorry to the pretzel people. Okay.
The pretzel police are coming for you.
Oh, damn, bro. Please don't come after me. Okay. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah.
You're pegged with pretzels.
Lucas Reichel sleeping at the airport. He's on the ice for that goal too, right? That second line, Evander Kane and Lucas Reichel on the same line. Like Lucas Reichel on no sleep. You're gonna have some defensive lapses, and Matheson and co took advantage of that. But exactly. Like, teams are going to take advantage of us because we're not that deep, and Kevin Lankinen has to bail us out there. He has to bail us out there, and he didn't.
Yeah, and, I see where you're coming from, right? He wasn't heroic tonight. He was fine. That's why I think I'm going with the B- overall. Let's touch on the new guy, Lucas Reichel. Plays center, hasn't played a lot of center, kind of talked about that post game, but I think it's really hard to judge a guy based on the fact that He slept in a goddamn airport. He just got traded 24 hours ago. And here he is having to play with Evander Kane. Both Evander Kane and Lucas Reichel, the only players that were -2 tonight for the Vancouver Canucks. Look, I thought Reichel was fine. He gets knocked off the puck a couple times. Not a great forechecker, but you can see the speed through the neutral zone. That's one of the things he's really good at. Again, I'd probably give him a C+ tonight. Again, I want to see a couple more games of this guy and get him some rest, and let's see what it looks like in the lineup.
But I'll say this about Lucas Reichel. He's Lucas Reichel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you called this guy Sven Berchi.
No, I'm just saying.
You called this guy Vitaly Kravtsov.
For me, it's like damn near impossible for me to give him a letter grade, considering all the factors. And again, he's just Lucas Reichel. He's excited for this opportunity, which again, I think that's the best thing that kind of came out. Again, he obviously was going to be excited about it, but I heard that Ray Ferraro's son, Landon Ferraro, he played with Lucas in Germany, and he texted him. And again, every player is going to be excited for the opportunity and whatnot, and say the cliche stuff. But something about the way Landon was saying it, it's like, no, man, like this guy's super, super excited, and if he's accountable, maybe he can make the most of this. But again, he's not getting sleep, and he's playing with Evander Kane. And Evander Kane, not only does he deserve an F tonight, he needs to get the F out of here. But he's from here, so it's ironic, Trevor. Because A, where can you go? Who's going to take him? And B, Trevor, you know the deal, man. We're at the Don't Doze Art Lab. The internet's freezing up. I can't even press any buttons anymore. I guess no ads on this episode because
that's all right. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Because everything's frozen on our StreamYard. But you know the deal. This is the Don't Doze Art Lab. We care about the people in the West Coast. We care about the artists in Vancouver. We care about the local talent. We shop local. We are local. But I'm so mad at Evander Kane because this is not good enough. This is not good enough. And somebody told me, Trevor, maybe you can name the source if you want. If this is your source, I don't want to say it all. But somebody told me, it's a big time moment in the game. Everyone's on the bench standing up, waiting to see if the Canucks can tie up the game. Everyone on the Montreal bench is standing up. Everyone on the Canucks bench is standing up, and the only person sitting down is Evander Kane. I wonder why he's sitting down. Probably wants some more ice time at the end of the game or something. But again, you're a leader on this team. You're a veteran on this team. Not only did you not stand up for Philly Feudal when you were on the ice when that happened, you're turning over the puck constantly. And again, you're sitting on the bench. It's been a bad start for Evander Kane, and it's frustrating because we helped the Oilers out. And that was a sensitive trade when it happened, Alvin and company. Again, this is why I always say we deserve way better than this, and we deserve for things to work out. And the fact that this Evander Kane experiment is so detrimental and so painful to watch, it just hurts even more. And as a Canucks fan, I'm just tired of being hurt, man.
I'm tired of being hurt too, Kyle.
Sorry.
No, I think Evander Kane, I hope he gets packaged in the trade to Boston when we get Pavel Zacha. Throw in Willander and maybe a second round pick, Evander Kane, make the cap work.
Damn, you saw one game of Elias Pettersson playing like this. Bring Zacha back. I don't mind that actually.
No, I'm still a little iffy on trading Tom Willander, but they got to trade somebody. Actually, I heard some rumblings tonight that the Canucks would rather trade Mancini than Willander. So I won't reveal the source on that one, but that was some of the rumblings I heard. And to me, that kind of makes sense. Maybe we'll go to it after this. This is a different tangent. To me, that kind of makes sense from the standpoint that Willander was their guy. They drafted Tom Willander. He's got a higher ceiling, right? There was a part of me that thought, the Vancouver Canucks like their big boy defense. And maybe that's why they'd want to keep, Victor Mancini on this team. But yeah, maybe there is more of a chance that they are going to end up trading Victor Mancini. Just something to watch for Canucks fans. Kyle, don't worry about hitting out the buttons.
Dude, these buttons are tripping me out. Like,
look at the screen, man. You can see this on YouTube. We're sideways, man. This whole place is falling apart.
Yo,
but
what is going on? Again, the Montreal Screwjob, man. Everything today.
Montreal Screwjob.
Why was I so traumatized today? Like, I thought about me failing French class in grade 10, Madame Ends.
I thought about pulling my daughter out of French immersion today, actually.
Okay.
Freaking pissed off, man.
We got to get to a break. Your wife might be watching this episode, man. Education is more important than the Canucks, okay?
All right, Trevor Banks, Kyle Bauer, Locked On Canucks. We'll wrap up report cards on the other side. Let's shout out our friends over at FanDuel. If you're betting on sports, man, NHL, NFL, MLB playoffs, man, the BJs. No BJs tonight, man. No BJs tonight because the Canucks lose and the BJs also lose to the LA Dodgers. Will they bounce back? Are you feeling confident in the BJs? Make sure you place a bet on FanDuel. Right now, new customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Tomorrow for the NFL as well. That's where I'm feeling spicy, man. Have my daughter make my bets. Wait, is that allowed? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, if you're betting on sports, go check out FanDuel. Any troubles with gambling, check out the phone numbers, the links in the description. If you're ready to rock, visit FanDuel.com and download the FanDuel app today. All right, this episode is also brought to you by Game Time, baby. Okay, Game Time. If you're buying tickets, the place you got to go is Game Time. And, man, oh, man, there was a part of me that understood why this wasn't a sellout game for the Vancouver Canucks. I reported on it yesterday. There's still lots of tickets available for this game. You can kind of see some empty seats in the lower bowl. Mainly a full building, but mainly Habs fans. Like, I'm not even sure if it was 50-50. This kind of felt like a road game. So, if I get not wanting to support this team, it costs a lot of money, but man, oh man, that does kind of hurt to see more Habs fans in the building than Canucks fans. If you want to change it, or if you want to say, screw the Canucks, I'm going to go, check out the Whitecaps, the Lions, boom, bam.
Get a better hockey team. Just get a better hockey team.
Yeah. Vancouver people, spend your money on the Whitecaps and Lions, both in the playoffs, both making things happen. And get those tickets on FanDuel, okay? Go download the Game Time app. They get the lowest price guarantee, baby. And on the Game Time app, use code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That's code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, and go, baby.
Okay, you're back. Well, I guess you never laughed. This is a hard show to produce because none of the buttons are working. And if you're new here, you're probably you're looking at the screen and you're like, what's up? Like this looks like my dad's producing the show. Like some 32-and-a-half-year-old uncle who doesn't know how to use a remote but can press live. All in all, though, for the people that have been sticking around for all these years, we appreciate you. Hit the like button, support the show. And Trevor, I hate to say this, but I think I'm switching teams, bro. That's the major.
Whoa.
Let me finish this. I've teased it before, but I think I'm team girlfriend moving forward. But why are you laughing? I think I'm team girlfriend. I think I'm gonna think about my girlfriend more than I think about the Vancouver Canucks moving forward.
You don't do that already, man?
No. What I meant to say, like how I listen to all the podcast, watch all the highlights.
Kyle, she's in the parking lot. She might just drive home right now, man. Jeez, you gotta be careful. She might be watching this live in the car, Kyle.
No.
My God.
What I mean is, like, how you watch highlights? I watch highlights of the Canucks, and I'm in the Discord. Hit the Discord and the link in the bio, talking to all these people. Like, I don't even text my girlfriend that much about life. So it's like I gotta. Because this is pissing me off, man. And look at the comments. This is.
Oh, you can. Okay. Oh, wow.
But by the way, we only have like 5 or 6 minutes left because somebody's making music in the back, and we're already going a little overtime. Okay. But look at this comment. Okay, it comes from Don Ogos. Denogos. How do you even say that?
Denogos.
Okay. Habs won because their first round rookie showed up big time tonight. Trevor, that's the truth. And our undrafted ones didn't show up tonight, and our 4th and 5th round picks didn't show up tonight. And you see what I'm trying to say here, Trevor?
Yeah. As you're trying to say.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, well, I don't know, and maybe you can help me with this. Like, I don't know why this felt like a schooling, even though it was a 1-goal game. We outshot the Montreal Canadiens. It's probably because I'm getting dark right now. I'm not getting hugged enough. But this one.
I'm a true psychologist, Kyle.
This
You're gonna be okay.
This scared me. It was like, is this karma for not rebuilding like Montreal? That's what it felt like.
No, I'm telling you, like the Montreal Canadiens have made the Stanley Cup final 10 years more previously than the Canucks, and they've rebuilt properly as well. That's a franchise that knows how to win. Vancouver, not a franchise that knows how to win. Maybe one day it'll change, but it's kind of feeling bleak 9 games in here. Kyle, let's rip through report cards here. You just cut me off if you want to jump in. P.O. Joso, I'd give him a C. Brock Besser, I'd give him a C+, maybe. I mean, almost scored at the end of the game there. Had some moments on the power play. DPD, I got to give him a C tonight. Max Sasson barely played, but I thought he was going to play.
DPD, I don't know. For me, like, I think I would give DPD. That's a big game against a quick team. I don't know why I like DPD's like overall game. I give him like a strong B.
Wow.
I think he built off the national one and didn't take a complete step back. It wasn't as good, but it wasn't egregious. You know what I'm saying? A couple weird whiffs on the puck and whatnot, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's just me.
What are your thoughts on Marcus Pettersson right now? He's been very quiet. Doing his thing defensively sometimes, but I feel like he's kind of getting caught sometimes too. I'd give him a C as well. And then, again, he's pointless in 9 games too. Like at some point he's got to get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Myers is a bit more chaotic, makes a bit more mistakes, but way more noticeable and involved in the play than Marcus Pettersson right now.
Okay, personally, I'm still liking how I'm not noticing him a lot. I know he's not perfect, but again, there's a reason why we were mad that we traded JT Miller for him, because he's not the best defenseman in the world. He's just solid. He's solid.
But if you want to look at the reason why the Canucks suck right now, the return for JT Miller was basically Mancini, Hedl, and Marcus Pettersson.
Yeah.
Right now, Hedl's hurt. Mancini's in the press box. All we got playing from that trade is Marcus Pettersson. This is the reason why the Canucks aren't as good as they were when JT Miller was here, because, as much as you might want to, give JT Miller shit for what he's doing in the Rangers, they haven't been great to start the season. He's a better player than Marcus Pettersson.
Yeah. And we're getting word that my microphone is actually a little quiet today. Again, I don't know what the hell's going on with the internet.
Demons.
The Montreal Screwjob, they screwed us up here, man. If we won today, the karma would not be treating us like this, but we're having some technical issues. It is what it is. And, to end on the Marcus Pettersson point, Trevor, I hope he takes the boys out tonight. Because he's supposed to be a good guy, right? Just everyone feel like a family, get together, drink this one off, okay?
Yeah. Put on the turtleneck. Have a party, man. There you go. Tyler Myers, I give him a B-. Kiefer Sherwood, B+. Drew O'Connor, C+. R.C. Baines, 3 shots on net in 6:45 of ice time. I thought his game wasn't bad. Give him a B. Carlson, I give a C. A little slow, takes a penalty. Aatu Ratu has struggled, man. I give him a C- on the night. I mean, he wins draws, but he's getting caved in at 5-on-5. I mean, that's been a bit of a problem for Aatu Ratu. Philip Hronek, I mean, he loves just rocketing these hard-ass passes. But made some plays in it. Obviously, except the Pettersson goal, I'd probably give him a B+ overall. Quinn Hughes, give him an A-. Jake DeBrusk getting on the score sheet. Again, kind of a typical Jake DeBrusk night. You don't notice him too much, but he ends up scoring a goal. Reminding me of Jake from last season. I give him a B. And then the 2 best Canucks of the night, Elias Pettersson, Conor Garland. Garland with a goal and an assist, Pettersson with a goal and 2 assists. Garland, I'd be giving an A tonight. Pettersson, I'd be giving an A+. And that's Pettersson's first A+ of the season, right, Kyle? I mean, we talk about this guy playing well defensively, but he's got to get on the score sheet. And he gets on the score sheet with 3 points tonight. Now with 7 points in 9 games, starting to look a little bit better. And it feels like if you want to take away some optimism from tonight, and look, the Canucks need more than Elias Pettersson. But if they can get Elias Pettersson going, that is the one thing that they need. You can fill out your team with depth through trades or, getting the right guys in this organization. You do need depth behind those guys, but the hardest thing to acquire in the NHL is star power. And if Elias Pettersson is actually back, I'm still not fully buying it yet, but it's been an impressive last half dozen games, I'd say. And finally getting on the score sheet too. If he can be a star, and you have Demko playing like a star, and you have Quinn Hughes playing like a star, you have the 3 pillars in place. You have the 3 hardest pieces to find. The rest is easier to figure out than that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be honest with myself through these emotions. I'm not trying to act like, a girl I know. Okay, no, wait, hold on. No. Okay, what I meant to say is this. Okay, Trevor? This whole episode's been emotional. This whole episode's been quiet. Maybe it's Mother Nature and the universe being like, yo, not everyone's supposed to hear what Kyle's been saying because he's spewing out dark witchcraft. But at the end of the day, Trevor, we kind of won today. No, we kind of won today. The Canucks kind of won today because Quinn Hughes was really good today. Not perfect. I know we've seen better Quinn Hughes games. I know. Like not whiffing on shots and stuff. I know. But Quinn Hughes was really good today. And Elias Pettersson was a son of a gun today, okay? He was a son of the ET. He went from EP 4%, shout out to the Discord, to EP 100. That was really good, Elias Pettersson. And for real, that's good for a lot of points coming up. We'll make up a lot of points that we missed out already on this season with injuries and just lack of execution offensively. Based on the fact that at least Elias Pettersson's not only warmed up, but it is legit. Anyways, we got to go. They got to make music in the back. Trevor, I'm quiet. Sign us out.
All right. One love to you and you for tuning in. And again, ending on a positive note, Kyle. Again, If Elias Pettersson is back, the rest is easier to figure out for the Vancouver Canucks. But they got a little ways to go. If you like what we're doing here on Locked On Canucks, go share the episode with a friend. You can like and subscribe on YouTube, on the podcast. Go follow us. Leave a 5-star review. It helps us a lot. It'll help us fix these technology issues as well. But we're going to be here for you each and every day because it's Locked On Canucks, your Canucks every day.